Uh, Hello, everyone. Welcome back to That's Dicey. Today we're continuing Pathfinder. We're going to we're gonna pick that little Google man up. We're just gonna toss him out into the forest, and yeah, we find ourselves in an old forest. You know that feeling where it's like, man, this is older than everything. Um, and Yeah, we find ourselves there, trees, uh, pretty much it. That's it. There's lots of trees, um, and dirt and stuff. The ground is uneven, not really level, if you will. Seems like this area is like a lead up to sort of like a mountainy area, if you will. And
Nice.
Yeah, we find uh we find Kit Kat and Sanjo walking through the forest. You you know that there are three things that you need to get here in the forest that you need to find, and then you need to bring them back to uh a uh, a center tree, if you will, that's actually a tower in disguise. And Yeah, you're here hunting for those items, and I'm gonna go one by one, and I'm just gonna let you pick what that item is. I'll start with Patrick because you're not present, and I think that just seems cool. Uh,
Another magical scroll, of course.
all right. Uh, the magic scroll, and then Steph, what item are we looking for in
An
this here
old
forest?
pearl necklace.
All right. And JoJo, one more for the fans.
So, what I'm looking for, rather what Sanjo's looking for, uh, he has an acquaintance, a Goliath druid, of a nearby village. And when Sanjo was younger, he tried to take this elder shaman's staff. His name was Thundar Earthshaker. But Sanjo wasn't able to do so, and it was such a powerful staff that he always wished he could have something of similar prestige. It was it was just impressive. A wonderful wooden staff that responded to the elements and spellcasting alike.
Okay, legit. We got all the items. We know what we're looking for. Um, so I'm gonna I'm gonna have uh everyone roll initiative here.
Oh snap! Okay,
Oakley dokley.
Yeah,
Sorry, I've got
initiative
cat problems.
What's that supposed to
that's a
mean?
anarchy.
24.
Can you all hear the meowing, or is it fine?
I can't hear it. I'm
Okay.
still trying to find initiative on the page.
Yeah, I always lose
It's
it.
it's up at the top. It's like
Is it though? Oh, it just doesn't have a number. It just says initiative.
yeah.
That's why. I got 17.
Okay.
I got 27.
Oh, I see what's wrong. Hang on, let me roll a dice. That is not. Sorry, I didn't sign in. That's why I don't have an initiative button.
Uh, hmm, diggity dang.
I thought it was going to keep me logged in. I'm sorry. Loading circle. Loading
Yo,
circle.
the
Sorry.
the autocorrect disrespect just now. I cannot tell you it's maximum levels though.
This character is in read only. Shit.
Uh, Shoot. Uh, what did you guys roll again? Everyone, one more time for the fans.
I'm at 27 for initiative. Sandro.
I
Um,
got 17.
and then Steph, you rolled 17 too.
17.
All right. You guys gotta fight to the death in character for who goes first.
Oh wow.
That's fair.
That's fair. Oh no.
That makes sense.
What is that? 16? Okay. Then I'll just do this now, so I already have it. Woo. All right. Panning out all this initiative stuff, man. Jeez. Okay. And it is that. Okay. Cool. So Sanjo, you go first. I guess what do we
So
want to
we've
do?
so we've rolled initiative. But what's is there some are we just kind of walking through the forest or
Right now, the information you have, I guess, is you're walking through the forest trying to find these items.
okay,
I just had uh, everyone roll initiative, so I guess what order to go in, so we have some
okay.
sort of structure. But there could be fights. That could happen. I don't know if that'll happen, but it could.
Okay, well, let's see. I guess just I have this apprehensile tail. I'm a pretty climbing savvy. So I suppose I would take to the trees and see if I could get a good vantage point, or at least get to the top of some foliage, as a general starting point. See if there are any clearings, or if I see, you know, any stabs of power lodged into the mountainside at a distance, anything crazy like that, just a little looky.
All right. Yeah. Sure. What do I want? You're climbing one of these trees. These trees are like massive. Um,
I think
it's,
redwoods are bigger. Big old
uh,
trees.
Big honking tree.
yeah. So, I guess it's gonna be some form of roll here to climb this tree, and
Okay. I have acrobatics.
that'll work. That'll work. Take it.
I'll acrobatics. Let's see. Acrobatics. Roll. No, that didn't roll for me. Here it is. Okay. 27 again. 12 plus 15.
What? 27 plus 15?
No. 12 plus 15 for
Oh,
27.
okay. I was like, what the fuck? What kind of character? What kind of character is Sanjo? Where did this come from? Jeez.
Unstoppable. That's the kind.
He just becomes
Uh,
pure energy and ascends above the tree line.
Wouldn't that be so sweet? Can that be he just becomes ephemeral and fades into the sky? Full JoJo's ending would be funny as hell.
uh, yeah. I mean, this is not I guess a very difficult thing for Sanjo to do, given the tail and the extra added stuff. So yeah, you get to the top of this sort of tree. And I'm gonna have you roll another check here
Do it
Yes.
see what
again.
see what you see. And I mean
Well,
you can sell me on whatever you want to sell me on.
on
I
what kind
mean
of check to be looking?
I mean so
How about
uh yeah.
nature? How about can I do a nature check? I just wanna,
Yeah.
you know, let me see. How I'll do it is I'm very in tune with the elements, and so I'm trying to see if there are any particular magic vibes out there, that don't jive with the natural elements, a disturbance in the force of nature, if you will. You get what I mean? I'm looking for the black spot on my beautiful canvas, the thing that doesn't fit.
All right. I'm gonna give you the recall knowledge action here, which will give you a little bit more leeway, I guess. So you attempt a skill check to try to remember a bit of knowledge regarding the topic related to the skill. You suggested nature. We've done that already.
Yes.
And then you are allowed to ask me one question, and if you succeed, I answer that question truthfully. If you fail, I can answer that question truthfully or not truthfully, depending on what I feel like. And then if you critically succeed, then you can ask a follow-up question.
Okay, so I
Uh,
roll a nature check.
yeah,
Okay. All right, I got a plus 10 on this. That's a 19.
a 19. What is our number here is okay, you succeed. Yeah. That's just a regular success, not a critical success. So ask me any question, and I will answer it truthfully.
Okay. We are looking for the staff, and what were the other items?
Uh, a pearl necklace, an old pearl necklace,
Uh-huh.
and a spell scroll, which both of those seem very complicated to find in a giant
I,
forest.
I would be I would be looking for anything that looks like geometric structures of rock. Like maybe if there are like cave outlets, or like maybe that somebody might have made a little temple or shrine in the forest. Maybe something carved out of stone, maybe along a mountain pass or particular like walking trails, and is maybe something like that.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, I
I'm
think from
looking
up
for
here.
like a manipulation of nature. If I'm in tune with nature, maybe I can sense like, this rock, is disturbed, or those rocks have been cut in a way to support structures or tombs or treasure chests. Who knows?
Uh, yeah, I think as you're looking out on the forest, you first recognize the tower that you need to go to, which up until this point you didn't know where that was. So you've identified where you need to bring these items up front here. It's almost bigger than the other trees, and you can see that it kind of shimmers a little bit uh, as like light passes through it, and in that like moment of flipping, you can see the tower instead of the tree. Uh, yeah.
Hmm.
As far as like natural things that are out of place, other than that, there's sort of a like cave system essentially off at the edge of the forest to the north. That would be the only other, like everything else is just trees for how immeasurably long. You can't see even a place where that breaks. It's just trees.
There's just trees, but there is a cave system and
But
then the
yeah,
tower.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I suppose walking towards the direction of the cave system's as good as we can do. And so I'll climb down and I will say to my compatriots, yes, these are dense woods. It will be difficult to traverse this place. However, if we are fruitless in our nature walk, we may find shelter in cave systems to the north. I think it was north. I think you said north.
Yeah.
Right on. Uh, and then and I'm in my element on trees. I'm living my life.
Nice.
He's living his best life.
Uh, do. We'll wait on that. We'll wait on that. All right. Patrick and Steph. Which one of you wants to go first?
Well, I'm not there, right? So
Yeah,
Steph should take it.
that's fair. That's
Hit me.
hooray.
All right. Can I? I'm gonna start following. Sorry, who am I following?
Sanjo.
Sanjo. I'm gonna follow
Yes.
Sanjo, in the direction of the caves. Can I like try and like jump from tree to tree as I do it?
Yeah,
And
for sure.
can I also cast detect magic? I don't know if there's
Uh,
magic emanating from the other two items, but I'm guessing the staff is magical and I can do detect magic as a cantrip. And so I'd like to do
yeah,
that like every so often.
yeah. You send out this pulse of magic. I think in your like I guess close vicinity there is not a lot that you can glean from that information, mostly because the forest itself appears to be magical. So there's like lots of like
Oh
just like
no.
primal magic kind of hanging in the air. This like, primordial, like, you know, magic stuff going on.
Am
All right.
I in their proximity?
Uh, that's a good question. Are you?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, I would assume yes for narrative convenience. I'm just asking if that leads Kit Kat to detect anything other than primordial magic.
Oh, I mean, you are definitely magical. So you are in, if you are in their space, Kit Kat knows you're there.
Yeah, I'd say I'm somewhere relatively nearby.
Okay. So you activate this detect magic on this. I guess what does Kit Kat's detect magic look like? As far as like spell casting, I guess. What does that look like?
Like what I do to make it happen,
Yeah, sure. Or
or
what the
like
spell looks like.
read you the
Any,
spell.
oh, I know what the spell does. I just
Okay.
like what does it narratively look like when Kit Kat does this thing?
I think she's gonna like cats don't have the extra eyelids, do they? No, I don't think that's a
I
cat thing.
is okay. No, you don't snuggle the microphone, cat. Nope. Stop it. Jeez.
I
Okay.
think she's just gonna like perch up onto a tree. It's a 30-foot emanation, and so she'd probably get herself enough that like it can go above her, it can go below her, it can go everywhere around her, and she just kind of like puts her hand on the tree and closes her eyes and like really just tries to tune into all of her senses, like really listening and really smelling and really just trying to feel any like vibes around her, but just like kind of gets up high in a tree, crouches down, and just like freezes.
Okay. It's legit. That's yeah.
I love it.
As as you reach out, you hit this like you feel all the primal magic around you, and then you hit like this like just patch of just violently arcane magic. Um, and Patrick, have you introduce your character?
Violently arcane.
Well, I don't know if you saw the DM I sent you, but you see from your vantage after like your magical sense kind of guides your gaze, there's a small clearing where there's a stump, and heaped atop it are a pile of bones surrounded by little scraps of paper. They look like they have Madman scrawl across them.
Uh, Kit Kat's gonna try and like slyly get Sanjo's attention. Like,
Okay.
Sanjo, like maybe like throw its wig at him. Just perched up in a tree. And just kind of like nod over there. And I'm immediately gonna be like on the defensive of like, what is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hands on my knees like that meme. I'm gonna squint real hard. And what do I see? How I see skeleton man.
Pile of
Uh,
bones on a stump is where this
Oh.
arcane magic is coming from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel okay. Cat. Sometimes when I'm traveling in the forest, I come across things where I don't know who put it there, right? This is one of those times. That doesn't belong here. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I'll go poke it or something. I don't trust it.
How far are we from it?
Can't be more than 30 feet.
yeah,
30 feet?
less than 30 feet.
I'm gonna move 5 feet closer and and I'm gonna find a rock. I'm gonna, uh, hang on. I'm sure I have an appropriate skill or feature to really bungle this. Hang on. I got this. Nobody panic. Elemental blast wood. um
Annihilation wave.
I,
You
and
just dive off the tree.
therapy. Maybe I do I resort to excessive violence in the beginning? No, no, surely not. Let me throw this thing first to find. I guess I want to throw a rock or like a something like that. That's what I would do. I don't intend to throw damage necessarily, but I am definitely fucking around and finding out right now.
All right. Yeah. Roll a d20,
Okay.
and
Athletics, maybe?
yeah, sure,
Maybe.
sure.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm gonna skip this rock off this dude's dome. It's gonna be sweet. Ooh, 16.
Uh, that
Oh,
unfortunately is gonna miss.
Oh, well, what strange, unholy, supernatural crap happened to make it miss?
Yes, that is the best assumption. Not the I threw the rock bad. It
Yeah.
must be magic.
Tell what about this witchery out in the woods is going on out here? What happened?
There's like a thump, right, as the rock hits the dirt or like bounces off the stump around me. And quickly the pile of bones knits itself together into a skeleman who's very startled, was clearly like deep in some kind of undead meditation, and flips off of the stump and like crawls backwards. Holy shit! Where'd you come from?
Uh, Identify yourself. I'm not familiar with you in these woods.
You identify yourself. You're the one throwing rocks.
Kit Kat
I
mumbles to herself. He makes a fair point.
I am Sanjo, Fabler, and expert rock thrower. By what strange magic did you deflect my most mighty toss?
God, I'm resisting the urge to keep doing Skeletor voice.
You should.
I am Skeletor, Sanjo.
Amazing.
We have the rights to Skeletor.
Yeah,
Facts. We paid for
it
those
is
rights.
excellent to meet you. I'm but a humble thaumaturge, and I was simply performing my daily magical preparations to produce scrolls.
Scrolls.
I'm wringing my skeletal hands. Yeah, scrolls.
We love scrolls.
I love
Sorry,
scrolls too.
I'm up in a tree.
I will wave to Kit Kat. It's nice to meet you too. Not rock thrower.
The second Fabler. You didn't even know who was there. Clever girl.
There's
Be
20
aware
more of us.
that you are in ensnarement.
We're slowly devolving
Can I try and like
into evil villain voice podcast.
can I make some kind of charisma roll? Be like, I mean you no harm. I'm but a humble thaumaturge,
Okay.
my good Sir Sanjo.
Do it.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna say that's like a what is diplomacy is the best option here.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Where's my Diplo? I roll 16. Oh wow. Rolled a 2.
The two. Kit Kat.
I mean you no harm, says the menacing Skeleman with glowing eyes and a giant axe.
You don't think this is kind of suspicious? You don't think this is kind of strange?
I'm sorry. I have nothing to say.
I broke
I'm trying to think of something. This menacing skeleton who's
Nobody
super convincing when he says, "No, I promise, I'm a good guy."
I'm crossing my fingers behind my back, but you can totally see it because I'm just a skeleton.
Sancho's like, are we for real right now?
Are y'all seeing this shit?
Perhaps you adventurers could help me with a fetch quest.
Okay. Uh, I'm willing to let you whatever it is that you're doing. But we are looking for something ourselves. I seek a staff amongst other items. Have you seen such a thing?
Ooh, out of character. Let me ask if I could use my esoteric or occult for that. Oh wait, no, I want to use dubious knowledge. Can I use dubious knowledge?
You,
I'm a treasure
so
trove of information, but not all of it comes from reputable sources.
Can we also start the League of
I
Supervillains
love
in the
him.
swamp?
so
This is already off
He
to a
led
solid
us
start.
to a swamp.
wait, so you can automatically get a 24 on any of the on any roll, and you want to use the unreliable information.
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. Reel it in. So you reach into the depths of your skeletal mind, and
There's not much in there. Just a
and
hollow skull.
you're like you're flipping. So it's like we're in first person, and you're flipping through a catalog with staffs in it. You're like, yeah, I've seen something like that. Yeah, staffs. Yeah, I've seen a lot of staffs. The walking sticks. And yeah, so it's like you got like this book out and you're just looking at a bunch of different staffs and you're like, it's got to be one of those, right? And then you flash back into your person and you're like, what do you say? You have now the information of I've seen a lot of sticks. What do you
I say to Sanjo, I'm something of a staff purveyor myself. Brad, but sadly I know not.
And my companion,
Oh,
they also see it was a pearl necklace. Was it a pearl necklace?
Mhm.
My companion seeks a pearl necklace. Do you have any such knowledge of this, sir? What was it?
Calator.
Calator.
Calator Herman.
How could I forget Calator? Of course. Of course, of course. Sir Calator.
I'm like flipping through all of these old pages and sheaves, and I've got like a scroll roller I'm looking over. I don't want to use dubious knowledge again. I should probably try to be useful though.
Pretty good
live,
spell.
Is it?
live your life. Live your life. Do what you want.
Yeah, like what does my dubious store of knowledge tell me about pearl necklaces lost in this forest?
uh, this this time you recall this inside of a cave. You think it's a manticore with a pearl necklace.
Oh,
What now?
I have seen a pearl necklace in the caves. I don't say anything about the manticore yet.
Thanks.
Okay.
What
Okay.
a bro. Super trustworthy.
Okay.
I'm wringing my hands. That's my turn.
I just I know I'm just recalling the fact that Sancho's absolutely put hands on a ghost. The literal last thing we did was air bent the shit out of some spirit. And so the fact is like, are we seeing this shit? Do I have to put hands on this guy?
Calator doesn't know about any of that, so like he's just over here like
Sorry, one more time.
No,
What
just the
about
fact
He-Man?
yeah. Uh, uh, well, uh, we are going to continue to travel northward, in search of these items, Galador. Uh, so long as you mean no ill will, you can see to your as you see fit. Carry on. I've decided, you pass the vibe check.
excellent.
I look at Kit Kat. He does not pass the vibe check. We're gonna have to be careful with this one. I'll absolutely put hands on this ghost.
Kit Kat like looks at him and says, "I know some dogs who would be interested in those bones."
Yeah. Mess up Skeletor. So we're gonna take Skeletor to the caves and whip his ass. Let's go, Skeletor.
Yes, of course.
All
This is
right.
about to be an episode of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
So yeah, so you travel through the forest. I guess for the sake of our listeners, how does Calator travel through the forest? You know, we have Sanjo and Kit Kat kind of jumping through trees, you know, leaping through there. And yeah, uh, how does Calator move through the forest?
Readily.
Unless there's something on this character sheet that I haven't noticed. He just walks. He hurries to keep up with them. They're like swinging through trees, all cool, and I'm just down here like, why am I out of breath? Am I dead?
Every now and then he trips over a log, disassembles, and has to reassemble.
Yeah.
It's actually super arduous because the guy literally can't keep it together.
Yeah, I occasionally have to I'll bump into a tree, lose an arm, have to jam it back in there.
It's like watching a Koopa Troopa like trying to reassimilate.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you make it to the cave. We'll fast forward through this forest travel. And yeah, you make it to the outside of the cave. And since we're on this, sort of He-Man themed adventure here, the opening to the cave is a snake's mouth made of stone.
Of course.
Uh,
What else would
uh,
it be?
um, and I'm gonna have all of you roll a check that you would like from the following: nature, occultism, or arcana. Oh,
You know what I'm going to roll.
yes,
Occultism.
because I don't know why you would roll occultism.
I'm doing arcane.
Ooh, I got a 1. I got a 1 on this.
Oh,
Oh no.
I got a
Um,
4, but it makes it a 16.
I got a 1 on nature, and so I know that this is some unnatural bullshit.
yeah,
I will say, do they not have snake cave mouth entrances in your homeland?
Not there are snakes and there are caves, but never quite so like this.
There are snakes and there are caves.
uh, all right, yeah. So, what did Kelator roll first? I'll start there.
9 plus an 18, so 27.
And then Steph rolled what again? Kit Kat?
16.
16. Okay. Let's see. 27, 16. All right. I'll start with Kit Kat looking at this massive snake thing with like with the detect magic up and with the whole, just looking at the magic present here. This snake was turned to stone via magic.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
this is an actual snake. Uh Kelator, you recognize the snake more than the magic or the inherent qualities as a symbol for a cult. And
Mm,
that somewhere deep in your lore and
sign me up.
information, you remember parsing through something about a cult that a leader turned this snake to stone. Yeah, but beyond
Okay.
that, that's really all you got. I mean, you get the same information that Kit Kat got that there's some sort of magical effect on the actual snake, but it
I will
directs
turn
you
back.
more to cult.
Gotcha. I will turn back to the other two and ask which one of you is better at stealth. No reason, of course.
Ooh,
This cave is
nice.
perfectly safe.
Got a plus 16 to that.
Uh, I am 13 plus 13.
Okay, I'm going to wring my hands, emit an evil laugh, and cast a spell on Sanjo.
Okay.
It's Cloud Dragon's Cloak.
Okay.
Um, oh shit, no, I'm sorry. It only lasts one round. I
Hello?
thought it was a thing. Hello?
Nope, I'm here.
Excuse me. It's only one round, but I will tell you that I can at any time cast a cloak around you
Oh, it's,
that
it's
will
quite
that will
drafty
protect
in
you.
here. Yes, quite.
Sorry,
Thank you.
forgive me, I mixed up my spells. This is only a short duration.
No, no, it's okay. No, I agree that it's quite drafty and breezy in here, but perhaps when we get further down, I may have need of a cloak. Not right now.
Uh,
Not that there's anything dangerous in here, of course. This is a
Of
perfectly
course,
safe
of
cave.
course, of course, of
And
e-
course.
everyone not Sanjo make a make a perception check.
Everybody not so good.
Yeah.
26.
23.
All right. Both Kit Kat and Skeletor see Sanjo's shadow slightly shift as if the light turned, but it didn't.
Don't like that.
Yeah. Um,
Hmm.
Right.
I will ask Sanjo if that's normal.
Is
Before
what
Is your
Sanjo
shadow?
answers, Kit Kat's just gonna like aggressively shake her head, like, no.
So it all right in my imaginary brain space here that I'm currently occupying, we have Skeletor and Kit Kat looking at Sancho, see the shadow shift over. Skeletor says, "Is that normal?" And Sanjo doesn't notice the shadow thing because Sanjo's looking at you and the shadows behind Sanjo. So
Oh.
it's this like, is that normal? So like, and
is
then
what
Kit Kat
no,
saying no,
is
like
what normal?
Sanjo doesn't know what you're doing. Oh God,
Is
it's
is,
great.
is what normal?
I will watch with fascination as Sanjo becomes a sundial, like a time-lapse sundial. Fascinating.
Well, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna light my little fingers, spark some fire in my little hands, and I guess I'm gonna look for this stick and pearl necklace and whatever else.
So
All right.
I am trying to not be a total a-hole.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
can Sanjo, here, I'll ask in character, can you use a magical scroll?
I don't know the rules for casting off scrolls in Pathfinder. I don't know. Maybe.
He can, right, Andrew?
Yeah, yeah, he can. He can
Okay.
indeed.
I have. Can I hand off the scrolls that I create that way?
Yes.
You create them?
Yes, yes. I'm
Kit
I'm
Kat just
something of
kind
a
of looks at him
writer.
and says, like, where did that come from?
Yeah, pretty,
Where were you
I
just
hoping I would
out
gotta.
of
keep
nowhere.
this?
So it's like wrapped around the haft of my axe. I like pull it off of the axe, and I will provide a scroll of conductive weapon to Sanjo, and I will provide a scroll of chromatic ray to Kit Kat.
What is it?
Chromatic ray is a very cool attack that Andrew was telling me about. Conductive weapon is just extra shock damage
Cool.
when you make melee attacks, I believe. Oh crap. Whatever. This character is vaguely incompetent. If your weapon is made out of metal.
Okay. Well, my stick's made of wood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is okay. I love this. This guy's a villain, clearly. Let's go down in this cave.
Chromatic ray, you roll to determine what color hits the target, and red is fire, 30 points of damage, orange is 40 points of acid, yellow is 50 points of electricity, and green is poison, 25 points of poison damage. Target must succeed at a fort save or be enfeebled. And again, I'll reaffirm that this probably isn't dangerous, but best be prepared. This cave probably isn't dangerous. I mean, it's
Oh,
fine.
of course. Clearly, there's nothing wrong here.
Um,
I, I uh, begin to. I want to genuinely take a look around the caves and see if I can see anything, or if it's just a dank cave.
yeah. You're sort of funneled through, pathway, uh, through the cave, kind of just leading you around. And there's not very much in here. There's no light other than the light that you're producing. Um, and yeah, you reach a small opening, and I think as you reach the opening, you hear sort of a weird, like, half growling, half hissing sound. And and yeah, you open up into this like kind of opening, and we'll just jump through everything you see in this sort of room here. There's uh there's a glimmer off the light you're producing of pearls, and you see them. You see the pearl necklace. There's there's cave walls all around you. There's sort of a like big giant circle cut into the top of the cave that's kind of letting this moonlight in. And as we trail the moonlight down, you hear these draconic wings unfurl, and you see the lion's head and the snake tail kind of peek over the back of the lion, and in front of you is a manticore.
That's fun.
Oh, sweet.
And
I'll
Sweet.
wave.
What do you mean you
it
wave? Wave at who? Wave
The
at who?
manticore. I say hello.
and yeah, it sort of looks at you quizzically, as if like you don't really belong here. And
Something important to understand about Kelator. In his resistances and immunities, it says immunities, death. Now I'm assuming that's a type of damage, but I think that just looks so silly that Kelator is immune to death. So he just waves to the manticore and greets it the same way he greeted the party members.
Immune to death.
yeah, the manticore kind of
What?
looks at the group assembled, and is going to look at Sanjo and say, you should really do something about that. And you see the manticore kind of like lifting a paw towards Sanjo, but a little off to the left, and you see Sanjo's shadow freaking the fuck out.
Oh no, what the hell?
And as yeah, as your shadow separates from you, you realize that that wasn't your shadow, and that was a shadow entity that manifested itself. And yeah, there's a shadow here, and instead of attacking you, it attacks the manticore. And yeah,
Push that
we're
out.
going
What?
we're going to jump back into initiative. And Sanjo, you are still first to act here. Who did I?
Okay. Well, so the shadow has sprung from me and goes to attack the manticore, and the manticore's there being weird, right? Am I interpreting this correctly?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, I guess if that's the case, let's see what this ability was. Um, I have this. I can spend one action. Where are you? General feats, hail, splinters. This is one action to do Ash Air Shroud. Turbulent air suffuses your kinetic aura. Doesn't displace matter, but provides air for creatures that need air to breathe. Attacks with ranged attacks take a -1 penalty to their attack rolls. If they pass through this aura, it's difficult terrain for flying creatures other than myself. But basically, I'm just kind of taking like a little defensive stance just in case Manticore tries to throw in some crap at me, some needles, something like that. I'm in the Matrix. I know Kung Fu, excessive big open arm swings, right? Like this is Rock Lee Gara right now.
Okay, that's legit. Who
Um,
is?
And that's all I think. That was one action, and I'm not really gonna do anything else, to be honest. It's really come up. So I'm just gonna put up that -1. I don't know if it stacks. If it does, I'll do it 3 times. If it doesn't stack, I do it 1 time.
I don't have the correct answer to that question.
That's okay. I do it the 1 time at least.
Okay, cool. Then next in the order, let me actually roll something real quick. Okay. Next is Kelator. You are next.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Um,
my cat is stepping on my keyboard.
we are all under attack by kittens apparently. I will first see Sanjo's shadow freaking out, and I will cry out, "If only one of us could have foreseen this!" And then and then I will look to the manticore and attempt some diplomancy, and I will
All
say,
right.
"There is no need for us to fight. We simply have a fetch quest." And I roll, if it matters at all, if it's even willing to accept this. I roll a 22, 8, natural.
Let's see. It would be, you said 22?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, actually that is in fact enough. I realized that manticores don't have the snake thing. They have the weird barb tail thing. So everybody listening, my manticore has a snake thing. Fight me.
Everybody listening, get wrecked. My manticore's just like that.
I'm God here.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad. Um, I was just looking at the picture and was like, oh, manticore is the barb thing. They shoot like spikes or whatever. Okay. The manticore is willing to I guess hear a proposal and not like actively fight you. But with like nothing on the table, there's not a sort of you're like, hey, we don't want to fight. We're just here to like get an item. Yeah. So the manticore is listening, I guess. What
I will ask the manticore what it would be willing to trade for that pearl necklace.
did this pearl necklace? The one
That,
passed down through generations of my family?
oh
Um,
shit.
make make a man, make a what is insight equivalent here? God darn it. Not remembering all the skills in Pathfinder is gonna ruin my life.
I'm looking through my own skills. I'm not sure I see
Um,
something applicable.
yeah.
The internet says just perception.
Yeah, make
Oh,
a
okay.
perception check.
Okay.
That'll be fun. All right. Actually, perception does work really well. All right.
21.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so you this pearl necklace, this one passed down from my family for many centuries. You see behind the manticore a body that is very clearly missing its pearl necklace.
Like it's definitely not sized for the manticore.
Yeah,
It's more like a choker.
the manticore is clearly lying to you.
Shock.
Well, I'm a little bit out of touch as a Skelemans. But I will say what will I say?
Mhm.
I'll say a family heirloom. Tell me more about its history. And try and get them to spin a web of lies that I could catch them in.
Well, it all began long ago,
Was a dark and stormy night.
and my father's father's father wanted to get a wonderful gift for my father's 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 soon-to-be wife. And he found this pearl necklace. And not many manticores have pearl necklaces, so that's cool. And
While he's talking, I look back to the party to kind of like, how are we gonna do this?
Okay, we need to get the pearl off of Manticore. Is that what's happening right now?
Yes. I have one action left, and I can do some things to the Manticore if we're gonna fight, but I was trying to talk us out of having to fight this thing. You guys want to
Well,
fight or attempt to continue diplomacy?
I don't know if I'm the right person to ask.
Sanjo is all
Who's yeah,
fight.
Kit Kat needs the pearl necklace, right? Like,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
Sorry, I was talking this whole time. My mic was flipped up.
Oh shit.
I'm interested in diplomacy.
Okay. Then I will look back as the Manticore is babbling about the history of improving about the history of these pearls and say, but listen, I know you were fibbing. I just kind of wanted to fuck with you a little.
I'm
Those pearls clearly
fibbing?
came off of that. Those pearls clearly don't fit a Manticore. They came off that corpse over there.
Well, that's just rude. Don't fit a
As one
They
villain to another.
clearly fit around my neck just fine.
You shame me with the quality of your lies. As one villain to another. Let's get down to brass tacks here.
Uh, the
Let's get down to brass tacks. I've never
I
heard that shit before in my life.
I think the Manticore when you say that the Manticore is fibbing has like like in the moonlight with like a paw up and like in like presenting the pearl necklace to fake person that it was presented to, and like this whole like play, this whole like has like a whole like play thing going on. And like this is the best lie you've ever seen, but you just saw through it at the very beginning.
Listen, we'll trade for that thing, but it's like not even a tenth as fancy as you make it out to be. So come on.
Listen, all right. I will. I what do you have that is worthy of trade, I guess?
Now I've given away all of my cool magic items, so I look back to the party.
Uh,
Trade. We want
yeah,
to
we about.
dispose of the necklace. Didn't you hear of the curse?
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna I think we're gonna jump to Kit Kat's turn in this fun moment.
Nice.
And
Nice.
I'm gonna have you roll deception. I'm gonna have you roll deception here.
Oh no! I have a
Deceive
+4.
the deceiver.
Oh, can I? Oh, well, there's nothing I can do
Alright.
to help you, but I'm inspired by your villainy.
I have an 18. I got an 18 on that.
That is not gonna do it,
Oh,
man.
come on.
That's tough. Yeah, the Manticore, an expert liar, sees through this deceit, and
Oh, I guess it's time
I
for
had
cash
a whole
hands.
backstory for this pearl necklace.
it clearly,
Oh man.
No, it's okay.
clearly,
You can keep the backstory for the pearl necklace. It can still have the backstory, but it's just the manticore. We could have done this the easy way or the hard way, but I see we're gonna do it the hard way.
I think at that the Manticore kind of shifts a little bit and like doesn't move necessarily out of its place, but kind of just leans a little bit. And you see that this singular body that Kelator saw is actually part of a large group of bodies.
Oh,
And
cool.
and yeah, the Manticore is the Manticore is gonna say, well, everyone else tried. I guess it's worth a shot for you. Yeah,
That's fun.
do does I get we're doing weird stuff with order here, but does Kelator want to do anything with that last action? And then we'll jump back to Kit Kat to finish Kit Kat's turn.
So we're pretty much aggro now.
Oh yes, yes. The Manticore has displayed the bodies and said, "They tried to kill me before. I don't think you'll do it."
I will do that Skeletor laugh. And like the jaw is rattling around Skeletor's head and fire just starts spewing out. I breathe a small cone of fire and I deal 2d6 damage to creatures in this area. You get a reflex save for the Manticore.
Nice.
Oh, and
That's
it's
a
heightened. The damage
32.
isn't fuck. It's heightened, so the damage is increased by 2 more d6. 3, 7, 10, 15.
What is your save? Your spell save DC?
Oh, you beat it. You beat it. It's 24.
Oh, okay. Well, you still deal half damage. All right.
Do we round down or up?
Uh, is Pathfinder down or I don't remember.
You pick 7 or 8.
Round up.
It's down.
Oh.
It's down.
Boo.
It's actually down for the player's sake. So,
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, that's fair.
yeah. All right. How much damage? Sorry.
You take 7.
Okay. Yeah. The fire just like spills out, and the Manticore kind of like lifts up paws and is like, didn't expect that. You don't have lungs. How do you breathe fire? And yeah, Kit Kat, you have your turn. You still have 2 actions because deception is an action.
All right. Can I try that chromatic ray?
Hell yeah. Blast him.
Yo.
Before I do that, DM, do I have any knowledge of manticores?
You can make a recall knowledge check. that is a an action, but if you succeed or critically succeed, you learn a ton about them.
Can I do both that and cast that spell in a turn?
Uh, the spell is 2 actions. Shoot. Because you use the action to attempt to deceive the darn manticore. You know what?
Yeah.
Who's the rule? Who's the rule, man? Not me. Yeah, go ahead. So your recall knowledge check will be Arcana or Nature. And the DC you're trying to hit is 22.
All right. I'm gonna use
Okay.
Arcana. That's a 15.
Dang. All right. Yeah.
Angry
You
big kitty.
shoot. The lowest possible DC to gain any information is 17. So
Oh,
you
oof.
you missed
Okay.
that one too. Um,
That's
shoot.
impressive. All right.
So you know it's a manticore. And then you want to cast the spell.
All right. I'm
Chromantic.
gonna make a spell attack roll. How do I do that?
Your spell attack thing should be the same for all your spells. So if
Okay.
you have a spell
It's
that,
just plus 16, I believe.
yeah.
I'm gonna click on animate rope, but it's not for that.
All right.
Oh, that's a 34. Do I hit?
34. Yeah. Yeah. You critically succeed, so you double damage here.
Heck yeah.
And then you're gonna roll a d4.
Then I got a 4, so I got poison. I don't want poison. Oh wait, no, he's got a snake. No, snakes can still be poisonous. Oh, tell me the poison does something.
It definitely does.
Oh, thank
What is it?
goodness.
It's 25, and then they get enfeebled if they fail a save. Is that how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or enfeebled 2 on a critical failure.
Okay. It's a fortitude save. Is it a fortitude
Yes.
save? Double checking. What is fortitude? Yeah, I'm gonna assume 36 succeeds.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
But the Manticore does take 50 poison damage.
All right.
Um,
It's not
and
nothing.
Also, this scroll is also heightened. So
Oh.
damage is increased by 10. Oh, I'm a fool.
Wait,
There's 4 other colors.
there's 4 other colors if it's heightened.
I
Sorry to
don't
monkey wrench this whole action.
I don't think I yeah, no. The
Is that
one that you
is that
have
just
is not.
automatically in there?
Yeah, the
Okay,
one that
okay.
you have is not heightened. The one you
Okay.
have
Is that
is
text
a
just
fourth level
automatically in
spell.
there?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
if you cast it at 6th level, then yeah, it does that.
Sorry.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah, 50 damage. And the Manticore goes from looking smug at all the bodies to holy God, I need to run. Uh, yeah. After Kit Kat,
Can I just after that just say, or you could give us the necklace?
uh, roll an intimidation check, and
Is there any
I
kind of bonus that someone gets for 50 points of
I will give you advantage, which is not really a thing in Pathfinder, but I think this
Right.
warrants some sort of benefit.
That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, all right. The
Hell yeah.
Manticore is like, okay, look. I didn't
Oh,
realize
yeah,
that
seeing
I
reason.
didn't realize that this pearl necklace was that important to you.
Don't mess with the Fablers.
And
That's
the Manticore says, I don't go out of the cave too often, but like this pearl necklace is probably like, a couple silver pieces. And the spell scroll you just used there, because I'm just, mathematician, is probably around 150 gold pieces. So I'm just kind of it's less that I'm worried that I'm going to die and more that I'm worried where your priorities lie, so intent on getting this pearl necklace that you would be willing to waste such a thing. And
Oh my god.
and yeah, the manticore uses the snake to kind of like take off the pearl necklace, because they can't take off the necklace with their paws because that just doesn't work
Just a
too
little
well.
cat.
Uh, and yeah, yeah, just goes to hand you the pearl necklace. And next in the initiative order, a a deep darkening happens in the room, and the moonlight kind of just nullifies a little bit, like there's like a cloud passing by, but there is no cloud. And a shadow grabs the pearl necklace and kind of zips
What?
underneath the floor. And yeah,
Little hijacking shadow, little goblin shadow. What is this? What do you mean zips across the floor? What?
I react by crying out, "What the fuck is that?"
So
actually,
eloquent.
The
actually,
skeleton scared of the shadow.
yeah, the shadow's kind of zipping across the floor, but it can't make it to the mouth of the cave, from where it is. So it's in the cave still, and like, kind of working its way through the cave on the way down to this like tunnel room. None of you have reactions unless you do the darn exploit vulnerability. So unfortunately, yeah, it's just gonna zip past you, and start working its way out of the cave.
Oh my god. I want to
The
literally roll to grasp at my pearl necklace as I'm startled by this shadow. No, sorry, I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm clutching my pearls. But yeah, no, yeah, the shadow, the shadow zips the necklace out and finds its way zipping down the hallway. And the manticore says, "Well, all right, let's get back into bargain mode here for a moment. Uh, if if for instance you had something of value, a certain flying creature, if you will, could obtain that pearl necklace for you, for a price. So you got anything cool? Because just
I feel like we have something cool, right? Don't we? I hit equipment. And the very first entry is fist.
yes,
got
I
you.
got
I
these
can
hands.
I
I
got
can
some
give
for
you
this
my
bitch right
fist.
here. Is, this,
I have a mysterious potion.
Sorry, I was muted. I fucking love that though.
Yeah.
Top of my inventory. Fist. Yeah, we never left negotiations. This is how we negotiate with 50 points of damage.
This
Uh,
is what I have for you, sir.
yeah. I at
Arthur,
the
is
sound
that
at the sound of mysterious potion, the manticore is like, that sounds interesting.
Darn right, it's interesting.
Well, hand it
Paid
over and it's a deal.
200 gold for this.
That's a lie. But I am interested in the potion.
hey,
All right. This potion I have in my just like manual entries is red potion in parentheses discount, potentially
Oh
a
no.
healing potion.
Yes.
So
All right. Yeah. The manticore takes the potion and it's like, all right, I guess I'll go get it. And you hear the manticore's wings open, and the manticore just kind of like flies out of the top where the moon is coming in, and then slowly trudges its way back down the hallway with the pearl necklace, and was like, "Here's your pearl necklace. Told you I'd get it." And
While it's gone,
the
can I rifle through the body pile for cool stuff? Is there any cool stuff in there?
there was a pearl necklace.
no, actually,
Yeah, there's like 20 of them.
the the bodies don't have anything interesting on them. And
Shoot.
the manticore comes in to see the last like brief second of you like kind of looking through the last body, and it's like, yeah, the
I
pearl
shout out
necklace.
nothing.
Yeah, the pearl necklace was the only thing very interesting on any of those bodies, and here it is. I don't have it anymore. Thanks for ruining my day.
I wasn't doing nothing.
But,
Thanks for
and
ruining. Oh, we're not
I'm
the
gonna
bad
go.
guys here.
I'm gonna go. Sit and ponder life in a room with a pile of bodies that have nothing of worth.
Have fun with
And
that. Bye.
the manticore kind of lies down on the ground in the moonlight, and that concludes my manticore puzzle. Dear God, how many more of these things do we have? Jesus. We've only got one of the items.
A win
Let's
is
see.
a win. A win is a win.
All right. Yeah, so you had the shadow thing try to take over the thingy bobber, and you get out of the manticore cave, and I think as you reach the mouth of the cave, that sort of weird warbly tower thing is kind of like shimmering in and out, and you get a message, and inside your head you hear the words, hey, the tower's malfunctioning, and I think we're gonna need those items a little quicker. And
Uh-oh.
Teletor, you do not hear this. uh, um, uh, yeah, and then the voice says, I have an idea. So the tower has like enough magic to kind of sustain itself and not be destroyed for quite a while, if we get the items back. But we could do like a Hail Mary here, and essentially shoot out a massive version of magic detection, and locate the other items, and then tell you where they are. But that would increase our time constraint by a lot. Is that something we're interested in
You had a
doing?
magic seeking beacon this whole time?
Well, yes, but we gotta keep the tower. Okay.
It's,
Uh,
it is a question of whether or not they should deplete their resources so we can remedy the situation quickly.
Yeah, might as well. This is a big forest.
uh, and we find ourselves in the tower, in a strange room, and we see the guy who was talking, the little badger person. And he walks up, and there's like a red spell book, and he puts his hand, slams his hand on the red spell book, and you see two beacons go up, and essentially they're your video game check markers, just glowing in the sky. And yeah, there's one left and one right.
Is there any distinguishable features of the horizon in the left as opposed to the right?
uh not really. They're mostly they're like green video game beacons.
All right.
uh,
I suppose all we can do is continue further onward, and now we must do with post haste.
I will follow
yeah.
the party to whichever one of these they go to.
Left.
All right, left we go. Yeah. So you're moving through the forest. I imagine you're not, wasting time. And you get to this beacon, and there is on the left side, this beacon, mental brain work. Uh, there's a staff jammed into the ground in the middle of this field. And yeah, that's what you see. You see the staff. It's clearly lit by this beacon.
I throw a stick
yeah.
at it.
Hell yeah.
The stick hits the staff and falls on the ground. And It's maybe a couple seconds, and then the sticks very quickly sinks into the ground.
Oh,
Oh, good.
after it
Oh.
hit and like fell, Kit Kat takes like a couple steps forward and then sees it sink and just like rewinds. Takes a
Oh.
couple steps backwards.
Kelator is consulting the spirits, like while we're walking towards this place, but just to shoot the shit, and then like you can hear him go, "Oh shit, I gotta go. We're here."
It just casually consulting spirit. I'm consulting the spirit.
How's the weather in the afterlife? We're just shooting the shit.
All
What
right.
kind of tree? Sorry, whose turn is it? I don't want to.
Right now we're not in a turn order, I guess. We will.
What kind of trees are around?
Uh, so the same like tall trees are around the area, but this staff is in like a clearing essentially.
Are there any vines?
Uh, make a perception check.
All right, 21.
Nice.
Not that you can see, unfortunately.
Okay,
Nothing
come
that
on.
gives you a yeah. Can I have
No, probably not.
uh can I have Kelator roll occultism real quick.
Wow. Rolled a 3.
Here we
Got a pretty
go.
big bonus to 21, but still rolled a fucking 3.
All right, well we'll count that as a 24. Uh, and
How kind of you.
what is
I thought I had to
that?
I thought I had to choose that just for future reference, right?
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna say no, but that's
Okay.
fine. Because I think that's fine. So that counts as a success on your consult to spirits because you said you were doing that on the way here. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they are going to answer a single question for you about, let's see, about strange effects or unnatural occurrences, which is what do you think's happening here with this staff in the ground?
Um, th- this it's kind of like I get back on the phone before hanging up. Like, wait. Before I go, what's up with the ground around this staff?
It
You know, you
appears
guys know anything about
to
that?
it appears to be cursed.
Oh shit.
What cursed it? I don't know. But as with any curse, you there are ways to remedy it. And they are going to God darn it. Gotta find the rules for this stupid thing. So you are going to find that you can make a religion and occultism or a arcana check. And I will be forward. The DC is 27.
Okay.
But
Okay. I'm gonna
if
make an occult roll because my bonus is better. Hmm? Sorry? Jesus, I can't roll higher than a 10 to save my life. 23.
hmm,
Natural
uh,
Sorry, I don't
5.
mean us.
uh, Kit Kat, do you want to roll Arcana just to try it out here?
I would love to. Got 21.
Mm,
Yeah.
uh,
Wait, how far is the nearest tree?
you're standing pretty close to a tree, but if you walk any further, you're in this mucky sink stuff.
Sorry, let me rephrase. How far is the closest tree to the staff?
Yeah.
Uh, I would say, what is math? Can I math here? Ding, 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 ding.
Ooh,
60 feet.
remember how?
That's-
Oh, damn it.
Does anyone have
I was
any
gonna
rope?
rope. No, but you have my axe.
My
Sorry,
spell is
that's all I
animate
got.
rope, not animate axe.
Fuck.
I imagine
Right.
we have some kind of like generic adventurer's gear.
What if I just ran really fast, guys?
Oh God. I was kind of hoping that like there would be a branch overhanging it, and I could
Right?
pull my arm out. Like if
What
you couldn't reach it,
exactly is the impediment?
it's like magical quicksand,
Right.
hyper quicksand, hyper sand.
Hyper sand.
Hyper Saiyan.
I mean, I have immunities, colon, death. So like,
Yeah, just go drown. Just walk in there.
yes.
Run over there, get to it, and throw.
Yeah, why don't you go
We'll
grab that
lose
shit?
you, but we'll get the staff.
No, no, no. You'll you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. Just get in there, and then we'll use the staff to pull you out.
Oh, that's brilliant. I marched into the cursed quicksand.
White
No,
my son.
Dun, dun, dun. Have I created a puzzle too complicated?
Paper
I'm looking
Nice.
through my feats and
The
features.
DM is DMing again.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well,
Is this a? Is this
I
some?
mean,
Okay,
I can definitely like in theory, I can do my fire jet. It's 40 foot in a straight line, ignores difficult terrain, and doesn't trigger reactions. At my level, I can do it 60 feet. If you
Ooh.
end in the air, you can choose to leap up to 40 feet in any direction instead of striding. And if I'm in the air at the end of this leap, I fall normally. So I can either long jump 40 feet or I can sprint 60 without difficult terrain or triggering problems. So I'll click my heels right now. I'll
All right. Yeah. Sanjo is yeah, is able to get to the staff without disturbing any of the sort of quicksand around it. And for cool points, we'll leave Sanjo standing on the staff, sort of like balanced on the staff. And
I want to be
uh,
balancing on my tail on the
Oh
staff,
my God.
like
yeah, you're there. And I think uh I think Sanjo will notice that the essentially square that 5 feet around the staff
Mhm.
is not quicksand.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm. This look, I will touch down upon the staff as if I have solidified the earth by touching it,
Yeah.
and then I suppose it doesn't appear to be that I have a cooldown in any particular way. I would do it again to leave. It takes 2 actions to go, so I would have to chill for a minute, and then I could do it again. Or I can. No, this is better. I will touch down, and then I will spend my 2 actions for Ash Strider feat. And I discorporeate into a cloud of whirling ash and stride. Doesn't trigger reactions. You can move through occupied spaces and tiny cracks, ignore difficult terrain, and I'll just turn to dust. I will turn into ash. I'm a whisper on the wind. Was I even ever really here? Who is this boogie now?
Wow.
Uh,
And then I
yeah.
reapparate.
All right. Yeah. You sprint out there, grab the staff, and turn into a cloud and return with it. You have the staff in your hand, and you notice that now that the staff is gone, that you can see that the effect on the like sort of field is gone. Yeah. Uh,
Wonderful.
Sanjo
Have
now has a cursed staff.
wonderful. Wonderful. I love that for me.
Uh, yeah.
Love to see it.
Yeah. So we have one more beacon left. Our final thing, the magical
To the
scroll.
beacon.
And yeah, you all sprint your way over there to the beacon.
Roll to cheese it.
And yeah, this one is it's a little strange. We get there and I am going to have everyone make a quick perception check just for good measure.
25.
22. Another 10.
Which
Damn it.
skill was
Perception.
it? Perception, fortitude, skills.
I think
I
it's
don't
at the
see
top.
perception.
I think it's like at the top
It's
somewhere.
Oh,
there's like a
there is.
bar underneath armor class, saving throws, that kind
Okay.
of thing.
Nat 20 plus 10, 30.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. So uh yeah, you see for the first time a a tree, walking sentient tree, uh
Oh, wow.
hiding behind some other trees, and along with them are some smaller trees that are also moving, and it looks like they're about to get the jump on you. And so we'll start from the top of initiative here. Sanjo, you get to go first, and you see these trees. Kit Kat and Calator do not know about the trees, so if you want them to know, you'll have to tell them.
Okay. I let me check the skill. I don't know what um actual benefit this might provide, but for the bit, there is this general feat that is no cause for alarm feat action. You attempt to reduce panic. Attempt a diplomacy check comparing it to the will DC of creatures in a 10-foot emanation around you who are frightened. I'm going to do a diplomacy check. No cause for alarm. 11 plus 12. To my compatriots to say, you're being surrounded by sentient trees. Don't be alarmed. They don't know that we know. The hunt is on.
Skeletor is never alarmed, I lie.
Yeah, so you see that you do the thing, and essentially parsed amongst these trees in like a little like bird nest thing is where you see the light pointing. Um, yeah. The next thing in order, I guess. Do you want to do anything else with your turns?
Um, as of this moment, not particularly. I raised the cause for alarm. You know what? There's actually three actions. All of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's three actions for the bit. But no, when they act out, I've got something for them.
Hmm?
All right. Yeah. So the larger tree is going to step out and take one of the his branchy arms and smash it into a tree.
Okay.
And let me roll this damage real quick. Do what is this? 7. Oh yeah, that'll do. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna need everybody to do a fun reflex save. Is it reflex? Is that what I'm talking about? Yeah, reflex. Make a reflex save as one of these giant trees gets smashed down by this tree person.
Got a
26.
23.
I got nat 20 plus 15, 35.
Jesus.
Goddamn.
All right. Everybody gets out of the way of the tree. And the ground like reverberates, shakes violently. Yeah, you have um all that stuff going on. Uh
Quick question.
yeah. See,
What is the third item?
spell scroll.
Um,
And it's in a tree inside like a bird, like the little holes birds make in trees.
we can see it just like poking out of one of
Yeah,
these ants or whatever.
yeah. All right. That's the tree person's turn. Next is the other two tree people. Let's see what happens here. I think these two are gonna shoot roots out through the ground at um I guess what is our walking order? Who's in front and who's in behind? Because
I
the trees
imagine
are
Sandra's probably leading.
okay.
I'll be
Then
middle.
yeah, so Calator and Kit Kat. I'm swinging at you.
Whoa.
What is so the first attack is a 21. The second one is
That
a
does
21. All right. They're both 21. So does 21 hit either one of you?
Oh,
negative.
Nice.
Okay.
The evil laugh is spreading.
Uh yeah, so these like roots come out from underneath the ground and you're kind of like able to get out of the way of them. Uh and that brings us to Kit Kat. Kit Kat, it is your turn.
It's my turn. So they're trying to fight us. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna exclaim, thank goodness we found you. We've been searching this entire forest. Are they Ents? Are they tree Ents?
Yeah. Yeah.
We were told the legends of the great and wise tree Ents, and we are on a quest to find our missing spell scroll. We were told if we could find you, you could help us find it. Really try and play to their egos. If a tree has an ego.
Uh the larger tree that just knocked over like a giant tree is gonna look at you like the the item is right there where the beacon is glowing.
Oh my! This is why you are the wisest beings in the forest.
Is that your only purpose in the forest?
Truly.
Make a deception check.
Is that not our only purpose? What am I deceiving?
You're collecting these items for the tower that exists in this space.
But is it or is it not my purpose to retrieve the item?
Persuasion.
Is all right, sure. Make a diplomacy check then.
Diplomacy. All right, they're both +4, so
Yeah, I mean,
a whopping 8. DM.
Oh my god.
listen, I try to make it cool, I try to make it cool, like you were like saying some sort of cool trick, like you were tricking the tree, and then you were like, "No, I don't want to trick the tree." And I'm like, "Well, then you have to convince the tree at least."
No, like Kit Kat's trying to make it cool, and I'm right behind Kit Kat with an axe, just going, and it's really not helping the diplomacy.
Staring directly at one of them.
Skeletor's over there doing like the thumb
tapping it
to
in your
throat
hand.
slice.
Yeah, precisely.
The tree looks at you quizzically and is like, I'm betting that you three have something to do with the weird tree over there. And we don't like them. That's why we're here to get rid of you. And eventually we'll get rid of them.
And I would like to invite them.
Well, they're gonna learn today.
Can I do? I want to do produce flame and just shoot a little fireball at the dick tree.
Nice.
All right.
That's a 34 to hit.
Yes.
That definitely hits.
That's 14 points of fire damage, which should hurt because it's a tree.
Yeah. So it takes 24 points of fire damage.
All right, that's what I got on that. Just sigh and say, we just wanted the scroll.
Yeah. That is you, and then it is Kelator's turn.
I will get my axe out because I know that trees are weak to axes, and I would like to use exploit weakness or exploit vulnerability, excuse me, which requires I make a check, esoteric lore check.
All right. I'm gonna suggest you just use the flat number. Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly
Then I
'cause,
shall.
I'm here to help. That counts as a critical success here. Yeah, you get the effects of critical success for your exploit vulnerability.
So I'll remember the weakness and flash of insight that grants me even more knowledge about this dude.
Yeah.
I learn all of its resistances, weaknesses, immunities.
Okay. It's resistant to bludgeoning and piercing damage. It's weak to axes and fire. And takes an additional 5 damage from axes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chop. I'm gonna get to chopping.
Right.
Equipment. Oh, my bad. Where's my basic attack roll?
It should be there. The axe should
Oh,
be
excuse
under
me.
your equipment.
The plus 15, plus 10, plus 5 buttons were throwing me off, but I remember what that
Yeah.
means now. So 17 to hit.
A set 17 does not hit.
Very sad. But are they all kind of gathered together
Yes.
with the swing of my axe? I missed the first one, but I kind of keep swing through the miss and attempt to thwack it into the one right next to it.
That is also a miss.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
oh, okay, right.
Double
I thought they had
misses.
I thought they might have a
Oh,
lesser
they do. They
DC there.
do, but
Still
but
better
it's
than the 17.
it's yeah.
I think that's me.
All right.
Kel Kelator out.
Skeletor. Oh, no. Okay. We're back
So I
at the
turn into
top
a
of the
pile of bones.
we're back at the All right. Yeah, we're back at the top of the order with Sanjo.
Okay.
What do we got?
Well, this is a shame. But I suppose what I'll do from here is I have aerial boomerang for 2 actions. And what I'm gonna try aim it at like I'm gonna try to like left into the tree. Aerial boomerang is a blade of shearing wind races away from you in a 60-foot line. Each creature in the area takes uh 3d4 slashing damage with a basic reflex save. In the final square of the line, which is where I'm aiming for the tree to be, so if I have to maneuver to like the tree that has the scroll, the boomerang whirls in place until the end of my next turn. Any creature that ends its turn in that square has to save against the boomerang. On my next turn, I can use a single action, which I have to concentrate to return it to me, and it returns a line straight back. So I want to try to do level +2 increases by 1d4. Yeah, 3d4. So I'm gonna throw this air boomerang, and then maybe round over round, I can generate enough of a little gust of wind because it's hovering in place over there to just kind of like vacuum up the little scroll, and then on my next turn, kind of air bend it back to me. I also have what was that movie? It was like extract elements or something. Aerial boomerang. Extract elements for 1 action. Which was to extract elemental matter from a creature's body to weaken it. It takes damage and does a bunch of stuff. But that's kind of what I'm trying to do. So there are reflex saves at least.
Right. Let me get these save numbers.
And I've got 25.
That is well, actually, one of the smaller trees succeeds.
Oh,
But
that's okay
the
because I wasn't
other
aiming for
two,
him.
yeah, the other two take the damage.
Wonderful. Okay. Then it's going to be 3d4, which comes out to, let's see, dice roller, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That is going to be 3, 4. That is 8. 8 points. 8 points, and then it hovers for a turn, and I can pull it back. And then I have 1 action for extract elements, and I'll just make sure I'm doing it really good. Air bending the crap out of that guy. And that is 4d4 against a fortitude save 25.
What is that math? Why can't I math? That's a 33.
Oh, that's super succeeds.
Yeah. The
Creature is
the
unaffected. The creature is unaffected on that one.
yeah, the trees are very good at the fortitude.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, yeah. Then it is the giant tree gets to go again. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna dissolve into chaos mid-fight here. And from above you, now that this tree is knocked down, a giant sort of I would say kind of gold, kind of not gold, like a weird goldish color. dragon is going to just slam into the ground, and a familiar voice is going to hit you here. Oh, hello! I told you that I
Oh
was
my
a
god.
dragon. You didn't believe me. But anyway, I I will help you with your problems as always. And is going to just scorch these trees into dust.
Skeletor cries out, "No,
If
my scroll! What the fuck is going on?"
uh no, the trees you're fighting, not the
I thought there was a.
not the
Oh,
tree with
the
the
scroll
scroll.
is okay.
The scroll is in a stationary tree, not a
My
living
mistake.
tree.
Oh no, I super okay, cool. I did not I interpreted that the same way. I thought one of the trees had the scroll.
Ah, yes. All right. Well, making the enemies trees and putting the scroll in a tree, maybe not. Maybe not my
There's trees
best
everywhere.
act.
It's
Everything is
it's
trees.
it's a way
But
funnier if some fucking thing just set the forest on fire after spending all his time trying to protect it, and the scroll was also on fire. And still, was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
uh yeah, so we you have giant gold dragon acorn maestro
Oh my
uh
god.
in front of you standing on the fallen tree. You know, I have been flying over this forest for a long time, and it's very saddening to me because there's nowhere to land. Anyway, you should get the scroll and get back to the tower because you're running out of time. And
Oh yeah, we
he
are running out of time.
uh he spins like like when when a cat is trying to get comfortable, how they do that like circle thing and then they sit down. He does that, but at the end of the circle thing, he's a squirrel and he runs off into the forest.
what
Goodbye,
if
Fablers.
Mysterious creature.
I'll see you next time, of course. Yeah. I guess we make our way back to the tower. We get there. You get these magical items into the tower, and there's people just hidden all kinds of runes and like throwing spells up and going crazy. And
like the
and
magical bridge of the Enterprise?
yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts in there. There's just magic all over the place. And you get these items into like the main room, and the badger person looks at you and says, okay, I think this is gonna work. And
Mushroom, mushroom.
they open these three glass cases, like put the items in the glass cases. Uh, and yeah, what do we do?
Yeah,
What do we do here? Just
put the item in the glass case.
all
Yeah,
right,
yeah, we comply, reasonably comply.
all right.
I
Yeah, all
cast
the
fire breath at the Badger Man.
I burn the badger to death. No, but no, but yeah. So all the items go into the glass cases, and the tower stops, shimmering and looks like a giant tree, and the badger looks and says, "Okay, all right, that's good. That's good. We did the thing.
Crisis averted.
I'll
Yeah."
ask like what was actually going on here? Was this about to become like magical Chernobyl or something?
This is an observation station planted in these forests because uh, the the Fablers can't really monitor like deep natural spaces like this very well and the things that go on there. So they have like these observation stations placed out. But the natural life that lives here certainly doesn't like unnatural things occupying space. So if it didn't think we were a tree, that well, it would kill all of us.
Whoa.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Nature is scary. Nature doesn't care about stories like us. And yeah, he kind of looks around. It's like, well, I guess we did it. And then outside you hear that voice again once more. Oh, hello, Kit Kat. It is time to wake up now. You have more missions to do. And you wake up and you see the familiar talking squirrel sitting next to you. Yes, it is time to get going. It seems that you have another mission. I have already woken your other friend Huggins. He's out there somewhere. But feel free to roam around town and figure out some preparations before you show up, if you will. Anyway, I have much more things to do. So little time. If only I was a dragon. Oh. And the squirrel the squirrel is gonna squirrel away.
If only I was a dragon.
Uh,
I forgot it was a dream for a second, and I was gonna be like, so how is there a teleportation circle or something out of this tower? And I was gonna say, I take it and start laughing. I'm free, but it was a dream.
all that happened in the dream. Remember that, Kit Kat. Remember there was a teleportation circle out of the dream, and
I thought
Elator
it.
stole it and said freedom.
I was expecting the tower to connect back to like the Fabler city or something.
Yeah. That is where we'll wrap the session, and I think here is where we get some some light rain over the town of Folklore.
Nice.
City of Folklore? Is it a city? Is it a town? I don't know yet. Well, I think it's more of a town. We'll call it a town. It's a town of Folklore. And yeah, we get this like nice light rain. And we zoom out and off the coast we got some like nice little waves hitting the edge where the Temple of Eslan is. And yeah, we just kind of do our whole, zooming out until the little picture is gone, like the cube just gets smaller and smaller until you can't see it anymore. Uh,
Oh.
yeah. And then we get a small pop of color really quickly, and yeah, it's a gold dragon, and then it disappears again. Dun, dun, dun.
Faja, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's it. That's it, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time for another the final dream sequence in our three-part dream sequence series. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll take a moment here. Actually, tell your friends about this podcast. Like, go tell people.
Do it.
Apparently studies show that the spread of podcasts is actually through talking to people more than it is anything else. Word of mouth is how people know that I exist, speaking in a weird German voice as a squirrel. So
But also like and subscribe. Do it now.
yeah, go out there and force your friends to acknowledge me, because yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Like it.
Force your friends to acknowledge you.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. See you.